He likes to go to the same combinations, quite repetitively. Whereas Crawford is unpredictable, and despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most.
This lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy.
Canelo Alvarez, and that's just being honest. And I think what he has done in his career, he's proven everything.
He likes to go to the same combinations quite repeat repetitively, whereas Crawford is unpredictable, and despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't say that hurt the most. Just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him, I'm a threat to him, I'm a threat to his legacy, Canelo Alvarez, and that's just being honest. And I think what he has done in his career, he's proven everything. Terence Crawford issued a brutal warning to Canelo Alvarez after their fight agreement, making it clear that he was coming to shake up the boxing world. I'm a threat to him and his legacy, Crawford stated with confidence. Already a dominant force in multiple weight classes, Crawford believes his speed, technique and ring IQ will expose Canelo. He's not just here to fight, he's here to redefine greatness at Canelo's expense. He's excuses why he don't want to take a fight with me. If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work was you would take all that money that he's offering you, but yet and still he want 200 million for Ben Vids, and he want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him, I'm a threat to him, I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168 your weight, no catch weight, none of that, and dethrone you. So he got that in the back of his head. This guy, for one, he's tough, for two, he's a boxer, he moves, he can punch, he can do it all. I can't slip up and lose to this little guy. Then what will my fans think of me? What will my Mexican people think of me with the fight now confirmed? Pros see this as a fascinating clash of style. Canelo Alvarez relies on powerful repetitive combinations and elite counter-punching, making him a dangerous opponent. Terence Crawford, known for his unpredictability and sharp timing, could find openings if he times Canelo well. However, Crawford must prove he has the power to earn Canelo's respect, otherwise the fight could be difficult. Pros believe Canelo's strength and experience at higher weight classes give him an edge, but Crawford's technical brilliance and adaptability could help him outscore his opponent. This stylistic battle is a must-watch event. Well, I think Canelo, he likes to go to the same combinations quite repeat repetitively, whereas Crawford is unpredictable, and despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most, and maybe Crawford can hit him with some unexpected __. And because of the repetitiveness of Canelo, maybe he can time him, maybe he can counter-punch with him, because Crawford is unbelievable at that. But I'm fascinated to see if Crawford has the power to get the respect of Canelo Alvarez, because when you don't, it's a long night, it's not nice. Like Crawford did well against Madram Mov, and he won that fight for me quite clearly, but Madram Mov was countering him. If you can counter the counter-puncher, you can give them a lot of problems when they're not used to that, and Canelo can counter people really well. And as great as Terence Crawford is, we've never seen him in there with someone with the power of Canelo Alvarez. This is a different world of power, and look, maybe Canelo doesn't throw as many shots as he used to, and maybe Crawford might look at that and go, you know what, I'm going to try and outpoint this guy, not get into a war with him, but just show my boxing, genius, and out o them and outland them. That's possible. This is why this is such a fascinating matchup, man. We've been treated to some amazing fights. Yusk Fury, for example, this is another one of those Omega fights on Rard season. Eddie Hearn acknowledges that Canelo Alvarez has already proven himself in boxing and doesn't need to justify a fight with Jake Paul. He highlights that Canelo is now more of a businessman and is taking the fight because of the massive payday, potentially $100 million or more, rather than for legacy competition, and that's just being honest. And I think what he has done in his career, he's proven everything right. His resume is unbelievable, and if you want to make a 100 million to fight Jake Paul, right? But the thing is about Canelo, you don't tell any lies. He's very transparent, right? He's not going to try and justify this fight to you that, no, what I'm doing it to bring boxing to a wider audience. No, he's doing it for a sack load of money. So what? Whenever you put an opponent forward to Canelo Alvarez, his question is how much, and he's a businessman at this stage in his career, right? And at the end of the day, someone is offering him whatever it will be, 80 million, 100 million, 120 to fight Jake Paul, a fight in which there is absolutely no risk. And by the way, you can't criticize Jake Paul, because the criticism for Jake Paul Has always been when are you going to fight someone decent? Well, guess what, he might be fighting Canelo Alvarez. Don't hate it, I'll be watching to give up the bells though. That's maybe might be his last fight, who knows. Hearn defends Jake Paul, saying he has been criticized for not facing top opponents, but now he might fight Canelo. However, he admits Jake has no real chance, calling Canelo a dangerous fighter. He believes Jake will lose badly but still earn a huge amount of money. Stage in boxing, no one surprised that a fight like L's getting made, and I know you've gone out and said you do respect Jake Paul for getting in there. Canelo's a totally different beast to definitely out of his prime. Mike Tyson, you talk about how much respect you would have for Jake for taking that fight. Only respect because of the money. I mean, he's not doing it for free. He's not doing it because he wants to prove himself as a great fighter. He's doing it for 100 mil as well, or whatever he's getting. It's a very, very scary man. It's dangerous. And he's going to get spanked. How many rounds? However many Canelo wants it to be. I mean, the only thing is Jake's going to be a lot heavier and bigger, but you're not. Listen, no disrespect of Jake's ability as a fighter. He's fighting Canelo Alvarez, who is one of the top fighters in the world, so like he's going to get spanked, but he's going to make a lot of money whilst receiving the spanking. Just one day ago, renowned boxing promoter Eddie Hearn confirmed that a fight between Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez was in serious discussion. Hearn made it clear that Canelo is always ready to fight if the right financial offer is made, stating give Canelo the money and he will fight anyone without caring if it is Turkey Alec or any offering the fight. This statement makes it obvious that Canelo was open to facing Jake Paul provided the business side of things made sense. Money has always been a driving factor in boxing, and Canelo, like any top fighter, is willing to take on big fights that guarantee massive paydays. Nothing really, I mean, it was all very sudden, wasn't it? Is it in relation to the Jake Paul fight? I don't know. I mean, look, Canelo, I tell Canelo don't care, right? Give him the money and he's going to fight. He doesn't really have, and this isn't a negative towards him, because he makes it clear he has no loyalty to anyone, right? None to me, none to PBC, none to Turkey Alake. Pay me the money, I will fight whoever you want me to fight. That's basically it. So I guess the talk was a Crawford fight. Now it looks like the Jake Paul fight is done by all looking accounts. So does that make the Crawford fight less appealing? Because he's kind of moving into that world now, and I don't blame him, because he's going to make an absolute fortune to punch Jake Paul, and I don't mind the fight. I got to be honest with you, like, I've given Jake stick over the years because he's done some things that I didn't like, and I'm just being honest, but you have to respect him for taking the Canelo fight. He's doing that because there's a huge amount of money on the table, but I don't mind seeing it. So yeah, I don't know, I have no idea whether it's in relation to that or whatever. I've not had one conversation about it, but certainly Canelo moving into that world, if you like, changes things perhaps in terms of initially Canelo Alvarez was considering a bout against Jake Paul in May alongside discussions for a potential fight with Terence Crawford. However, Turkey Alec, chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, was reportedly displeased with the idea of Canelo facing Paul. Consequently, the Canelo vs Jake Paul fight was cancelled, and now Canelo is set to fight Terence Crawford in September. Decided to pull the plug on the Canelo-Terence Crawford fight September 13th at Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas, due to the fact that Canelo Alvarez was trying to do a side deal outside of his 3-fight deal with Turkey Alec and RI season to fight YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul May 3rd. Turkey Al wasn't happy with it, and so with that said, instead of getting the two Hall of Fame iconic fighters, first ballot Hall of Famers, and Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez in September, Turkey Alec decided, I'll find a new super fight for Terence Crawford and we'll take the deal off the table for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez then decides nope. He and his team pick up the phone, they have a conversation with Turkey Alec, and Turkey Alec and Canelo come to a 4-fight deal that's going to cancel the Jake Paul fight May 3rd, Las Vegas at the T-Mobile, and is now going to see Canelo Alvarez possibly face William Skull, the IBF undefeated Puerto Rican champion, at 168 May in Riyadh. Seasoned boxing trainer Greg Hackett weighed in on the speculated matchup between Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez. He clarified that the proposed fight wasn't merely